Dear ladies and gentlemen, life is not meant to be lived in mediocrity. Within each one of you lies an immense reservoir of potential waiting to be unleashed. You are not here just to survive. You are here to thrive, to soar, and to realize the vast possibilities of being human. Let us explore how to unlock this boundless potential. Without awareness, life becomes a repetitive loop of unconscious actions and reactions. Many people go through their days driven by habits, impulses, and external influences, barely pausing to question why they do what they do. Awareness is the ability to step back and observe yourself, not just your actions, but also your thoughts, emotions, and the subtle motivations behind them. When you cultivate awareness, you start to see the underlying patterns that shape your decisions. You might notice how fear holds you back, how anger clouds your judgment, or how doubt limits your potential. Awareness doesn't mean judging or suppressing these feelings. It means recognizing them as they arise and understanding their roots. Once you become aware, these patterns lose their power over you because they can no longer operate in the shadows. Awareness also brings clarity to your surroundings. It allows you to perceive opportunities and solutions that would otherwise go unnoticed. It shifts your perspective from being stuck in problems to seeing the bigger picture. With this newfound clarity, you can make choices that align with your deeper aspirations rather than being driven by fleeting impulses or external pressures. By simply being present in each moment and observing without attachment, you unlock the ability to consciously create the life you desire. The habit of comparing yourself to others is one of the greatest obstacles to realizing your true potential. It shifts your focus outward, making you measure your worth against external benchmarks that have little to do with your unique journey. When you compare, you undermine your individuality and start chasing goals that may not even resonate with your true self. Each person's path is different, shaped by their experiences, strengths, and aspirations. By focusing on others, you miss the opportunity to explore and celebrate what makes you distinct. Instead of seeing others as competition, recognize them as inspiration or as examples of possibilities. Their success does not diminish yours, it's a reflection of what can be achieved. When you stop comparing and start truly experiencing life as it unfolds, you begin to connect with your own rhythm. You start to see that your value lies not in being better or worse than someone else, but in embracing your authenticity. This shift liberates you from the need for validation and allows you to approach life with curiosity and creativity. Your journey is yours alone, and its richness comes from your ability to explore, grow, and contribute in a way that is uniquely you. By focusing on your own experiences, you open the door to discovering your untapped potential. Embracing failure is not just about enduring setbacks, it's about transforming how you view them. Many people see failure as a stop sign, a definitive end that defines their limitations. But in truth, failure is one of the most powerful teachers you will ever encounter. Each mistake, each misstep, holds within it a lesson, a clue about what works and what doesn't. It's not the failure itself that defines you, but how you respond to it. When you learn to view failure as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block, you unlock its potential to propel you forward. It provides you with valuable insights that success often cannot. Failure shows you where you need to grow, refines your strategies, and deepens your resilience. It forces you out of your comfort zone and challenges you to find new ways of thinking and doing. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of failures. Think of innovators, artists, and leaders who faced repeated setbacks before reaching their goals. They didn't see failure as defeat, they saw it as feedback. They used it as fuel to drive their determination. The same principle applies to you. When you make peace with the possibility of failure, you free yourself from the fear that paralyzes progress. Rather than avoiding risk for fear of failing, step forward boldly. Trust that even if you stumble, you will rise stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is an integral part of the journey toward it. Fear is often seen as an enemy, something to be avoided or suppressed. But fear, when understood and embraced, can become a powerful ally in your journey toward growth. It is not fear itself that holds you back, but your relationship with it. Most people allow fear to dictate their actions, shrinking their world and limiting their possibilities. However, fear is simply an indication that you are stepping into the unknown, pushing the boundaries of what you're comfortable with. Every time you face fear, you stand at the threshold of transformation. It's a signal that you are about to encounter something new, perhaps a challenge, an opportunity, or a version of yourself you haven't yet discovered. Instead of resisting fear, invite it in, sit with it, question it, and understand what it's trying to tell you. Often, fear arises not because you're incapable, but because you're stepping into a space where growth is possible. When you stop letting fear control you, it begins to lose its grip. You realize that the things you feared most, rejection, failure, or uncertainty, are often not as catastrophic as you imagined. Each time you face your fears and take action despite them, you build courage and resilience. You prove to yourself that you are stronger than you thought. Fear can be a guide pointing you toward areas where you need to grow or challenges you need to overcome. Instead of running from it, let it lead you to discover your untapped potential. Remember, bravery is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward in spite of it. Taking consistent, small actions may seem unimpressive at first glance, but this is where the true power of transformation lies. Many people focus on making dramatic changes overnight, expecting immediate results. However, the secret to lasting success is rooted in the small, intentional steps you take each day. These actions, though seemingly insignificant in the moment, compound over time to create extraordinary results. When you focus on small, consistent actions, you build momentum. Imagine a drop of water on a rock. One drop doesn't make a difference, but over time it can carve through stone. Similarly, the little things you do daily, whether it's practicing a skill, learning something new, or making a healthier choice, gradually shape the person you become. Each step you take reinforces a habit, strengthens your discipline, and brings you closer to your goals. This approach also reduces overwhelm. Big changes can feel daunting and paralyze you into inaction. But when you break them down into smaller, achievable tasks, the path forward becomes clear. You stop worrying about the enormity of the journey and start focusing on the steps immediately in front of you. Every step, no matter how small, is progress. Consistency is what separates those who succeed from those who merely dream. Talent and ambition are important, but they are nothing without the steady rhythm of daily effort. Even results aren't immediately visible, trust the process. Over time, these small actions accumulate to something far greater than sum of their parts. This is the magic of consistency. It turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. Surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the most impactful decisions you can make on your journey to unlocking your potential. The people in your life, whether friends, family, colleagues, or mentors, play a crucial role in shaping your mindset, values, and actions. They influence how you see the world and how you see yourself. This is why it is essential to carefully choose who you allow into your inner circle. When you surround yourself with people who uplift, challenge, and inspire you, they naturally encourage you to become a better version of yourself. These individuals will support you in moments of doubt, push you to step out of your comfort zone, and celebrate your victories with genuine joy. They are the ones who see your potential, even when you struggle to see it yourself, and remind you of what you are capable of achieving. On the other hand, being around negative or toxic people can drain your energy and stifle your growth. Those who constantly criticize, belittle, or discourage you may unconsciously hold you back from reaching your full potential. It is important to recognize these influences and set boundaries to protect your mental and emotional well-being. Actively seek out relationships that nurture your growth. Connect with people who share your aspirations, values, and drive for self-improvement. These connections could be found in a mentor who guides you, a peer who motivates you, or a friend who listens and understands. Surround yourself with those who not only believe in your dreams, but also push you to take actionable steps toward achieving them. Remember, your environment plays a significant role in shaping your success. The right people will challenge you to think bigger, work harder, and dream further. They will be your support system, your cheerleaders, and your constructive critics, ensuring you stay on the path toward greatness. Choose your tribe wisely and watch how they help elevate you to new heights. Taking responsibility in your life is a foundational step in unlocking your potential. It means recognizing that while external circumstances may influence your journey, the ultimate power to shape your destiny lies within you. Many people fall into the trap of blaming other situations, systems, or luck for their struggles or lack of progress. However, this mindset only disempowers you, leaving you stuck in a cycle of helplessness and inaction. Responsibility is not about fault, it's about ownership. When you take full ownership of your choices, actions, and reactions, you reclaim control over your life. This shift in perspective is liberating because it puts the power back in your hands. Instead of waiting for circumstances to change or for someone to rescue you, you realize that you have the ability to create the life you want through your decisions and efforts. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or injustices you face. Rather, it means focusing on what you can do despite those challenges. Life will always throw obstacles your way, some fair, some not. But the way you respond to them defines who you are and what you achieve. Taking responsibility means refusing to let those obstacles dictate your future. Instead, you use them as stepping stones to learn, grow, and improve. When you take responsibility, you become proactive rather than reactive. You start setting goals, making plans, and following through on commitments. You become more mindful of your habits, time, and energy, knowing that every action you take contributes to your larger vision. This mindset fosters self-discipline and resilience, qualities that are essential for success in any area of life. Ultimately, taking responsibility is an act of empowerment. It allows you to move from a place of dependence and limitation to one of independence and possibility. When you stop making excuses and start taking charge, you unlock your true potential and pave the way for a life of purpose, achievement, and fulfillment. Cultivating self-awareness is one of the most powerful practices for unlocking your potential because it allows you to truly understand who you are, what drives you, and what may be holding you back. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal growth. It's like holding a mirror up to yourself, revealing both your strengths and areas for improvement. Without it, you're navigating life blindly, unaware of the patterns, beliefs, and habits that shape your actions and outcomes. To cultivate self-awareness, start by observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Pay attention to how you react in different situations and reflect on why you feel or act the way you do. For instance, when faced with challenges, do you respond with fear or resilience? When praised, do you accept it gracefully or dismiss it as unearned? These observations help you identify patterns that influence your behavior. Journaling can be a valuable tool for self-reflection. Writing down your thoughts and experiences allows you to process them and uncover insights about yourself. It creates a space to explore your values, goals, and aspirations, helping you align your actions with what truly matters to you. Similarly, mindfulness practices such as meditation can help you tune into the present moment and become more aware of your internal landscape. Another key aspect of self-awareness is seeking feedback from others. While self-reflection is important, sometimes we're blind to aspects of ourselves that are obvious to those around us. Ask trusted friends, family members, or colleagues for their honest observations about your strengths and areas for improvement. This external perspective can provide invaluable insights that deepen your understanding of yourself. Self-awareness also involves recognizing your limiting beliefs and biases. These are the unconscious thoughts and assumptions that may be holding you back, such as "I'm not good enough" or "success is only for others." By bringing these beliefs to light, you can challenge and replace them with empowering ones that support your growth. Ultimately, self-awareness is a continuous journey, not a destination. As you grow and evolve, so will your understanding of yourself. The more self-aware you become, the better equipped you'll be to make intentional choices, build meaningful relationships, and pursue your goals with clarity and confidence. It's through this deep understanding of yourself that you unlock the limitless potential within you. Consistency is the secret ingredient that turns potential into tangible success. It's one of the most crucial factors in unlocking your full potential, because it takes regular, focused effort to achieve lasting change and growth. Whether you're striving to improve your health, career, or personal development, consistency ensures that you stay on track and make steady progress toward your goals. Consistency isn't about doing something perfectly every day, it's about showing up consistently, even when motivation wanes. The truth is, motivation comes and goes, but discipline and consistency are what keep you moving forward. It's easy to start something with great enthusiasm, but the true challenge lies in maintaining that momentum over time, especially when obstacles arise or when the initial excitement fades away. One of the keys to developing consistency is setting realistic, achievable goals that you can commit to in the long run. Break your larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks and prioritize them daily. By consistently completing even small tasks, you build momentum, and that momentum snowballs into bigger achievements. The key is to stick with it, even on days when it feels like there's no immediate reward or progress. Consistency also means maintaining a routine or system that works for you. Having a structured daily or weekly plan allows you to allocate your time and energy effectively, avoiding distractions that may derail your progress. By developing habits that align with your goals, consistency becomes a natural part of your life, not something you have to force. These habits might include setting aside time each day for self-reflection, exercise, or focused work, which may seem small but add up to major accomplishments over time. Another important aspect of consistency is learning how to push through difficult times. There will be days when you don't feel like continuing, when you encounter setbacks or when you question your progress. But these are the moments where consistency really matters. It's during these tough times that your determination and commitment are tested. When you keep showing up, despite the challenges, you build resilience and strengthen your character. Ultimately, consistency creates a solid foundation for long-term success. It builds trust in yourself and your ability to follow through, no matter how daunting the journey may seem. With time, the results of your consistent efforts will begin to manifest in the form of growth, achievement, and fulfillment. Your potential will no longer remain dormant, it will be fully realized through the power of consistency. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity is perhaps one of the most transformative shifts you can make on your journey to unlocking your potential. Society often presents failure as something negative, something to be feared or avoided at all costs. But in reality, failure is one of the most valuable teachers you'll encounter. It's through failure that you learn, grow, and ultimately succeed. When you reframe failure as a stepping stone rather than a setback, you shift your perspective on challenges and mistakes. Instead of feeling defeated or discouraged when things don't go as planned, you begin to see each failure as a lesson. What went wrong? What could you have done differently? How can this experience help you improve? These questions are powerful because they move you from a mindset of self-blame or frustration to one of self-improvement and resilience. The most successful people in history, whether in business, science, or the arts, have all experienced failure, often multiple times. Thomas Edison, for example, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's perseverance and ability to see each failure as a lesson ultimately led to the creation of the light bulb. His story, like so many others, is a reminder that failure is an essential part of the process towards success. One of the reasons failure is so crucial is that it teaches you about yourself. It reveals your strengths and weaknesses, your capacity to handle adversity, and your determination to continue moving forward. When you fail, you are forced to confront what doesn't work and adapt. This process of adaptation fosters innovation and problem-solving skills as you become more resourceful and creative in finding solutions. Embracing failure also encourages risk-taking. If you fear failure, you're less likely to step out of your comfort zone and try new things. However, once you begin to embrace failure as a natural part of the journey, you gain the confidence to take risks, experiment, and explore opportunities that you may have otherwise shied away from. These risks often lead to breakthroughs and discoveries that you wouldn't have found if you had stayed within the safety of what you already knew. Moreover, failure builds resilience. The more you fail and bounce back, the stronger you become. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about how you respond to it. When you develop resilience, you stop viewing failure as something to fear and start seeing it as an integral part of the process that leads to success. Ultimately, embracing failure as a learning opportunity transforms your relationship with setbacks. It no longer becomes a reason to quit, but rather a signal to adjust, recalibrate, and keep going. By learning from your failures, you unlock the key to continuous growth, and over time you realize that failure is not the end of the road, but simply a necessary part of the path toward realizing your full potential. In conclusion, unlocking your potential isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or the ideal conditions. It's about embracing every challenge, learning from each failure, and staying committed to growth. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your true potential. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent, learning, and improving continuously. As you move forward, remember this: the only limits that truly exist are the ones you place on yourself. So, break through those boundaries, take risks, learn from your failures, and watch as you unlock a version of yourself you never thought possible. The power to shape your future lies in your hands. Start today, because the world is waiting for you to step into your greatness.